Hello, my friends. It's a cloudy, windy, chilly day. It's Trader Joe's grand opening day. Here we go. I'll have to get permission, but we'll see what happens. And then we'll go for our walk in the Word. You can already see quite a few cars in the parking lot. Show you that in a minute. Yeah, you can see, pretty cloudy day. And the parking lot, pretty full. Wind's blowing, leaves are falling. It's kind of crazy, you know? I mean, we go from 90 degrees, sweating hot. I don't know, today's supposed to be like 60. Cloudy, windy, crazy. Wow, most of the shopping carts are gone. Store's gonna be busy. I hope they don't mind me with the camera. But look at that, huh? How cool is this?
Hi, welcome to Trader Joe's.
Hey, you want to say that again?
Hi, welcome to Trader Joe's.
Thank you. Got some produce here. Well, let's go in.
How you doing?
Hi, my name is Alan.
Hi, Alan.
Can I get you on camera?
I don't know if we could do camera. We could say hello real quick. How's that?
Real quick.
You're Alan. I know Alan.
Do you? Watch Alan?
Watch Alan.
All right.
That's right. That's right.
Look, I've been coming here every week for 22 weeks.
Yeah?
This is the 23rd week.
Oh, wow.
And I remember walking by here, dirt floor, everything was gutted.
That's the one we saw, actually, Alan. You know, I'm going to grab Ryan. Ryan was the one that introduced me to your online. We can't videotape in the store yet, okay? Just give me
Okay.
Nice to meet you, Alan.
Thanks, man. Well, it looks like I can't go walking around with the camera unless I do it in a way they don't know. We'll see. She's, I think, gone to get one of the bigger managers. Looking pretty nice. We'll see how it goes. I don't know where she went.
Looking for someone?
Yeah, I was talking to a girl. She was going to get one of the managers and she disappeared.
Oh, I don't know.
But I'll be discreet with my camera.
Gotcha.
I've been shooting this every week for 22 weeks.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Have you seen me on the web?
I have not. I'm not from here. I'm up in Paramus.
Check it out.
Cool.
Have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
Come over here.
Produce says produce.
There you are.
Alan, give me 1 second.
At least to make it probably a couple.
It sure is a busy day here at Trader Joe's. Grand opening. Everybody's come to check it out. We're all excited because we got a nice grocery store close by. Well, I don't know what she's doing, but I'm going to do my own thing.
So here's what we can do. Here's the thing. Got it. So we are not allowed to videotape at all, technically.
Right.
You got 2 minutes, as long as there's no questions. We
I just
can't.
want to kind of show the products and stuff.
And that's cool, but we can't ask any customer questions or anything
No.
like that. Okay,
Yeah.
that's my one thing.
Yeah, I don't want to bother anybody.
No, it's not even bother. It's just we're not allowed to as a company
Right.
do that. But you're local. I've seen you. You're cool.
Okay.
But yeah, 2 minutes really quickly, no questions, and then we're good.
All right.
Cool?
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Alan.
Have a good day, sweetheart.
Okay, Alan. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, what's to say, huh? It's a grocery store. You know? We got eggs. We got girls with purple hair.
Women.
How's it going?
Where are you? Which side is? Oh, that's filming. Hey.
You'll be on YouTube.
All right, Trader Joe's.
You want to know where?
Yeah, please. Thank you. Very cool. Very cool. Well, welcome to the store, sir.
Thank you, brother. So, we got lots of cool products, lots of cool people. Here we got the cold cuts and meats. I'm gonna blaze. We got enough. Have a good day, brother.
All right, thank you. Have a good one.
Yeah, you can't really, you know, you can't really hoof around in there with a camera. It's kind of, I would think a lot of people wouldn't want to be on. Usually when I ask, they say no. So anyway, we'll go for our walk in the Word. Let me go where it's a little more quiet. This is where my truck is housed. It's where I have my own garage. Of course, my truck isn't back yet. I'll give Teddy a call next week, probably. I'm not overly concerned about it. I mean, especially now with Trader Joe's so close by, I'll be driving my truck even less. Last Thursday, I talked about watching. Yeah, we're supposed to be watchmen on the wall. We don't know when, because we're not nomen. We're watching for when, as watchmen on the wall. But you know, what are we supposed to watch? People get caught up in, see here you can see that back road that goes behind the whole shopping mall, where, you know, everybody tears through here trying to take shortcuts to the highway, whatever. Anyway, so we're supposed to be watching. Well, everybody gets caught up in watching, you know, like Stellarium, because we have that Revelation 12. And we see the constellation of Virgo going on with these other planetary alignments, and everybody goes to Stellarium because when was the last time you ever stared at a starry night? Some 40 years ago, when I was living upstate New York, man, you could see the stars up there. You know, I was out in the country, upstate New York. Bought a little train station called Sweets Station. It's a little train depot, and it was a doctor's suite, chiropractor, from days gone by. But anyway, I bought that and I built a 2-story house onto it. And man, I'm telling you, you could see the Milky Way, the stars. None of us know the night sky like they did thousands of years ago. Watching the signs, understanding what they were looking at. So I don't know, I mean, now we have a bunch of people who don't know nothing. Here we go again. You don't know nothing about the skies, the stars, the constellations. We didn't grow up with those things. So, they go after stellarium. How's it going, brother?
Hey, good.
I love doing that. Anyway, they go to stellarium, and now I'm seeing people are, playing around with the whole pattern with, I imagine, very little understanding. There's a guy who wrote a book in the 1800s. I haven't read it, but people are kind of glossing over that, and then they're saying, oh look, here comes, there's a guy with a serpent up there pretty much near the feet of the woman. I'm not familiar with the constellations. I don't know what that is, but I've heard one person say, oh, that's Yeshua and Satan. And then Scotty said it's Michael and Satan. I don't know, it's you can get kind of colorful putting that story together with your own imagination and get nowhere. There's a difference between rabbit trails and rabbit holes. Many times I've mentioned rabbit holes. Don't go there, it's a bunch of rabbit holes. Well, what's a rabbit hole? It's a maze underground in darkness. And I don't know if I ever mentioned rabbit trails. A rabbit trail is different. A rabbit trail is what we do when we do our word studies every Thursday. That's above ground in the light, and we're chasing this down and we're chasing that down and growing in our understanding about the terrain and everything else that's going on. But this whole bit, reading the signs and the Shamayim, the heavens, through stellarium, looking at the zodiac, which is not the wicked thing everybody, Christians like to say it is. There's really the only darkness is Satan's act of distorting what Elohim created. Elohim created those constellations. There is a story there. But instead of, people get caught up in watching that with no real understanding, and they're just chasing things down rabbit holes, because where's the foundation of understanding to begin with? And that's not necessarily watching. That's getting caught up in trying to own it. Oh, here's the sign of the rapture. The rapture is going to happen tomorrow, October 13th. That's another date a number of people have been shouting about. I'm not sure why. To be honest with you, I'm really not interested in why. And then next week on the 20th, that's another date. I know a little bit about why with that, and it's, I don't care about that either. These things about the dates, it's like, was it last week or the week before? I talked about the father with his children, and the ice cream truck comes. and the father, suddenly he's meaningless. You know, the kid's like, they don't even know he exists anymore. It's like, ice cream, you know. This is what I see people doing with, like, oh, it's October, it's September 23rd, oops, that didn't happen. Oh, it's October, not sure where they went next. There was another one. Now it's like tomorrow, Friday the 13th, triskaidekaphobia. Do you have that one? Fear of the number 13. There's nothing dark about 13. 13 is Elohim's number, not Satan's. Yeah, let's not even go there. But anyway, tomorrow's Friday the 13th. You won't see this video until Saturday the 14th, because I record these a couple of days. The Walk in the Word goes up every Saturday, but so, you know, Saturday you'd be looking at this and, well, they weren't right about the 13th either. Next week it's the 20th, but you know, this date thing is like children chasing the ice cream truck. They want ice cream. They want to own it. And you cannot own the things of Elohim. That's not what it's about. Look, the rapture is going to happen. And when it does, it's going to be shocking, because nothing like that has ever happened before. It's just like Noah telling everybody it's going to rain for 120 years, and they're like, yo, Noah, what's rain? This guy's nuts. He's building a boat. A boat. It's like, it's more like, you know, you see the end of the street down there to here? That's about how big his boat was. And they're like, it's gonna rain. It never rained before. This guy's a nut job. You know, another thing is, 8 people got on that ark. 8 people were saved out of, I don't know, millions? And you have to consider, back in the day, Jews had at least 1 kid a year, more. You know, a lot of these guys had more than 1 wife. And they were popping kids out of the oven like, you know, Pillsbury Doughboy, you know. So Noah gets on the ark with 3 of his children. He probably had 100. There's a lot to be said about few are those who find the narrow path. The narrow path, as I said last Thursday, it's compressed. You can't get on the narrow path in this world without coming under a lot of pressure. You get pressured when you go off the main road. People don't like it. They don't like anybody acting different. That's why I look like I do. I have always rebelled against any kind of tradition or fads. Never did the fads. Anyway, the narrow path is difficult. It's difficult to be on. You'll have problems with your own brothers and sisters, your own parents, your own children, by trying to walk the narrow path. Why? Because it's compressed. There's a lot of pressure on anyone who tries to go there. It's just easier to go on the broad path, but that's the way that leads to destruction. I think the narrow path is a lot more fun, a lot more rewarding. There's a big bird up there. Can you see him? Oh yeah. Blackbird fly. That ain't a blackbird, but oh yeah, he's back. He's got to be circling around something to eat. What a beautiful sight, huh? Wouldn't you like to do that? Oh man. Anyway, the rapture is going to be just as crazy as the Great Flood, because, you know, who can believe it? It's never happened before. There's nothing to compare it to. We keep looking for it to happen, and it's hard to believe that it will. And that's natural, because how can you believe in something that you've never known, nothing you could even compare it to? But it's going to happen, and it's going to happen in His time, and it will be talked about forever. That's our walk in the Word for this day, my friends. We're done with Trader Joe's. Shalom.